Good evening. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's get straight into the charts. So, Bitcoin, it's moved up. It's tapped that liquidity as expected, and now it looks like it's moving down. So, it's taken what was there. If it was going to consolidate and move up, that would have been us. A bit of consolidation and move. But it doesn't look like it's doing that just yet. It's come up and it's tapped that liquidity and its range, and it started taking the longs, started liquidating the longs as it moves its way down, taking out that liquidity there. So what I'm going to do is I'll be targeting half of this range, 50% of it, as it comes down, which will be around about 98, around about there, I would guess. And if we look at here on the monthly to get the overview, there's 96. It was 96 there, so it's on its way down. So if these are still alive, and if no one took profits, it's probably going to come down 96. Maybe down here again. So I think we're going to get somewhere in here. I think that's where it's going to come down to. It's going to come and take that liquidity down there. And as it comes down here, everyone's going to start going short. You can see the long to short ratio just starting to skew. On the 4 hour. So people are starting to open up the shorts, and as it comes down here, it'll build up the liquidity, these yellow lines, and that will give them a good chunk to move right up to. But the good news is Bitcoin dominance is dumping. It is reducing. We've got lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high. And if you look at here, look at our bearish signals here. We've got RSI divergence on the daily. Bearish. Lower, lower, higher, higher. We've got a double top in play here. It's producing a weekly top and tail candle, which is a bearish candle signal. It's retesting the 2-year trend line up here. And we've also got the cycle confluence, that huge trend line all the way up here, which is in line with the double top, so double glazing. And we've also got the cycle confluence this year. We should see it dropping. So this is potentially the start of it. We've got ETH Bitcoin, bullish signals. So when Bitcoin's dominance is reducing, ETH dominance should be increasing. RSI weekly divergence, lower, 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 higher, higher, higher. That's bullish. Double bottom. It's producing a potential top and tail. In fact, it's moved even further now since I wrote that this morning. And it's currently back above its previous low. So if we get a close here, it's come back there, and if we get a close above this, this is a very good sign for Ethereum. I mean, look at the move off the bottom there. One day, another big day with increasing volume. So is ETH finally going to have its moment? You can see it's broken the trend line, it's pushed up, it's getting rejected now, but we still got the daily close. If that closes above here, this is a good sign. It might fake out yet, so we need to keep our eye on it, but things are looking good. The altcoins, ETH's moving before the altcoins are still in this wedge. ETH's broken out, but ETH will normally lead the pack. It hasn't in this bull run, but I think everyone's sleeping on ETH, and this is the time. Bottoming on the Bitcoin pair, it's now produced a pivot high. This is a very good sign. ETH is breaking out here, and it looks like it's potentially forming this right shoulder that we've been talking about, which will then break out the huge yearly wedge that we've been talking about. So patterns upon patterns upon patterns. The trend of the break line, into the head and shoulders, into the break of the wedge. It's going to be massive. So we need to keep our eye on this, keep focused on it. Altcoins are in the trend, in the consolidation pattern, but that's going to You know, mid-February, that needs to break. That is so coiled up that it's going to go. And we've got others dominance coming back into trend, back into the wedge, just so you can see others dominant. Altcoin dominance right at its low, just as Bitcoin dominance was right at its top. That moves down, that increases, so the charts are everywhere where they need to be right now for a big move to come. We've got USDT dominance. This is an interesting one because you've got a 7-year trend line that's been broken. So this trend line is going on since this stable coin's been there. Huge trend line that has been broken. And within that trend line, it's a descending triangle, which is a bearish consolidation. And within that triangle, it's got a bearish bull flag. So it's in the huge wedge, it's in the triangle, and it's also got a bear flag. So we've got 3 bearish patterns, all on different timelines, all within each other. So this is ready to go. You know what I mean? You don't get much bearish in this. This is looking very heavy. And once this moves down, things are going to pop. Last one for you, oil. You might be wondering what oil's all about, but if oil goes up, inflation goes up, interest rates stay high, stock crypto prices are weighted down. If oil prices go down, inflation goes down, interest rates can be cut, and stock prices will fly. So now we want to see is this huge trend line has been broken. This dates back to May 2022, and now it's retesting. Is this a retest? Breakout, retest, and move up? Or is it breakout, fake out, dump? So this is an important one. Nothing to do with crypto, but it's to do with the bigger macro move and whether or not the Fed is likely to cut. So the stocks are the charts are looking good. Everything's in its right place. This is the year for the alts to fly. Bitcoin dominance looks to be topping. ETH Bitcoin starting to move up. ETH starting to break out as well. That usually leads the alts. The alts are sitting in consolidation, just about to explode. Everything is in its place where it should be, and it's getting exciting. So that's it for the day. So if you want to see more like this, please like and subscribe. I'm coming to you every day, giving you the update, keeping you in the market so I can get you out near the top and we can all celebrate together. Have a good weekend, guys, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.